Oh. Hey.
Hi-ho. I'm here for the episode on animals. Yay!
What's your favorite animal?
Not my ex-wife, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're not a fan of pigs, huh?
Next question.
Did we have to pay to get you on?
Kermit the Frog.
Like,
Here's the funny thing about the moon landing.
I'm going to assume Nick paid for you because I didn't. This did not come across my desk.
Yeah, I just kind of walked in.
So we didn't pay for you. Do you need a Kleenex?
Yeah, maybe.
Podcast.
Hello, other cat. Oh! It's you're swatting at that. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, why'd you hit me? What is wrong? We're rating animals. Look, guess who just got further down the list?
Yeah, that's right. Welcome back to Rankings, the show.
The show where we rank things. I'm Lewis,
I'm
one
Nick,
of your hosts.
The other one that's on this side of the couch. And this time we're joined by two cats that will probably leave at some point during this episode.
And not Kermit. We've got a restraining order, actually.
Yes, he will not be around these parts anymore.
Dealt with that. I feel bad because I'm kind of like center cam. Hold on. It's just because of where Bingus is.
Yeah, that's true. Goober and Goober.
Goober and Tuber.
Yeah.
There's tubers.
Do you want to tell us anything about animals before we start, Boo? So that's a no. That was kind of rude. Invite you on a podcast, you don't say anything.
Yeah, I don't know what you're thinking there. All right.
Are you gonna plant yourself?
He's
gonna plant himself.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. So I guess
move that slightly over just so people can kind of see it. Not that you guys looked at that anyways. I know you don't.
Yeah, that's there for our benefit.
Just because I feel bad because you're like kind of off to the side and I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, well, it's all right.
It still looks good.
It's a metaphor for my life.
It's kind of off to the side.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So we're here for the animals episode.
Oh God.
I think the list fell.
Yeah.
You dropped something.
Yeah, we're here for the animal episode. Everyone likes animals. Some people like to eat animals. Some people don't like to eat animals. But at the end of the day, people like animals.
People do like animals just in general. Yeah, either way, if you eat animals or you don't eat animals, both those people like animals.
Yeah.
Just for different reasons.
Exactly. I debated. It's completely off topic. I debated because we talked about this in the last one. Hi, it's a new week, but it's the same day for us. And so
on the grind.
You can tell because we're wearing the same thing. I debated changing just to be like, I think you were like, did you change at all? Like, do you wear that every day?
I also debated. Like, I debated bringing. For those that don't know, we record in Nick's living room. I debated bringing extra clothes and just being. Just like another sweater or something like that, just to kind of swap it up.
Oh, big stretch.
Oh, big stretch. Yeah. Doesn't that feel good? Oh, big yawn.
No, you don't want
You guys are so cute.
I know. It's like we're completely distracted. I feel bad.
No, you can't chew on that though. That's my little thread. So yeah, we're doing animals today. I'm pretty excited for this one.
So am I. I have some good picks here. You know, like I have some of the essentials, but I also have some oddballs in here.
Yeah, me too. I'm like mine's kind of you know what? Mine's kind of weird. But we'll get into it. Let's just hop right into it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go blaze ahead. Oh yeah, he just wants to lay down.
Okay, cool, dude.
Good.
I'm good with that.
Good goober.
I'm good with that, bro.
Maybe I'll slide more into.
Yeah, come on in.
And not sit on your tail.
Yeah, we're gonna get cozy for this episode.
Yeah, we got cats this go around.
We usually sit as far apart from each other as we can, but
yeah, out of a deep off-camera hatred. I gotta pull up my list.
Our producers are sick of our horrible arguing on set.
Yeah, and little hint: the producers are us.
Let's have you start off with your number 10 because I did last episode.
My number 10. I just think that this animal looks so cool. If you like Google pictures of this animal, it always looks sick. And also, there's a really cool one in Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
So that is the sea turtle.
Okay, cool.
He's got like the dude.
Yeah.
His crash, I think.
I have something very similar to that. Very high on my list, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because I used to really like just those kinds of animals.
Yeah, I like aquatic animals. I think they're cool. I don't have like that fear of the ocean that like a lot of people have. So I
do. but not because, okay, so it's not because of the actual animals. It's just because of the size of the animals. Everything in the ocean is bigger. I don't know if you've seen a full-size sea turtle, but even those are fucking huge.
I have the thing where it's like I can't see them, so I'm not worried. Whereas some people are like, I can't see them, so I'm afraid.
It's when I can't see the bottom, or what I used to do, because again, I was talking last episode of my cottage. If I swam out really far, and then I never had an issue with opening my eyes underwater, like in like lakes and stuff like that. Probably not good for me, whatever. I never had an issue with that as a kid, so I would swim out really deep, and then whenever I dove down under the water and looked around, it was when I realized that I was in deep enough water for something to come out of the haze that I was looking at.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't like that. So I tried to just not think about that whenever I swam, which I was pretty good at. Like, it wasn't a huge fear of mine, but it was like when I dove down and I looked just forward, and it was just like, eventually you can't see what's coming. That was what I didn't like. I
mean, last episode I talked about how I almost drowned in a lazy river, and then this episode I'll talk about how I almost drowned in just a regular river.
You have an issue with drowning,
Just because the undertow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to doggy paddle for the longest time when I was younger. When I was like a kid. Like, not like I'm like 13, but like the longest time, that's just how I swam.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is working. Why would I change?
Yeah. It moves me somewhere.
Yeah. This was the goal, was it not? Was to get over there, and I did it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here. So yeah, sea turtles. That's my number 10.
Okay.
Top 10 animals. Pretty crazy guy.
My number 10 is chipmunks.
Oh, that's solid. Alvin, Simon, or Theodore?
I was an Alvin guy. I liked Alvin.
I was a Simon guy.
Yeah, Simon was cool too. I liked them all. They were good.
They were solid. You know, they had that one song like the Christmas time is here.
Probably their most well known.
Yeah. Christmas, don't be late. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Chipmunks. So my grandmother is rolling in her grave right now, hearing me say this,
because she is a chipmunk.
Yeah. No, she hated them. She hated chipmunks because they got into her house a lot. Oh. Which, for me, was admittedly kind of comical. But for her, I guess it's not as funny when you're old. You can't chase them. Yeah, that's true. So I got
They're quick little fuckers, and they can get up places, you know, that you can't reach. And
yeah, exactly. So we had to travel a lot of grandma's chipmunks. But I love them. It's actually, oh my god, it's so funny.
They can fit a lot of stuff in their mouths too. You know, that's useful.
When in my grandmother's last few months there, one of her best friends stopped by and gave her coasters, like drink coasters with chipmunks on them, fully knowing that she doesn't like chipmunks, but her friend did. So she just continuously would give her chipmunk shit, which I, again, thought was comical because I would do shit like that all the time to my grandmother, where it was just like, I know you don't like this, but I'm giving it to you. It's really funny. But I think
chipmunks are, they're I like,
I also
little critters.
I don't think she hated them as much as she said
Let
she
on,
did.
yeah.
Because they are so adorable. It's hard to look at a chipmunk and go, that's so
You ever feed them? Like,
angering.
I don't know if it was a chipmunk, but like I think I was camping once and like we were feeding chipmunk. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
actually,
I don't want to sit here and be like, I used to feed chipmunks peanuts while camping, and people be like, you shouldn't do that, because it's like, okay, then it probably was something else that I fed, some kind of critter.
We definitely did that. We had a chipmunk that lived under our house when we were younger. We named him Jasper. And we got to the point where like we could feed him peanuts and stuff like that, and he would take them from us. And I think there's still a family of chipmunks living under there. So I've always wondered if that's the same family, just generations down the line. Because that'd be wild.
I'm going to eat peanuts like my father and his father before him, or so help me God.
Yeah, I was like, imagine if we did that for so long. And
Gerald von Chipmunk did not die in vain.
Chipmunk family just got like accustomed to like imagine chipmunks teaching their kids, like, this is where you go for food. You go and you knock on the door. Yeah. Like, they're not foragers anymore. What's your number 9?
Just like the chipmunks, like going down like a lesson plan.
Yeah.
My number 9 is a zebra.
A zebra.
It's a cool horse.
I didn't go with anything from like the classic like African safari kind of like animals, which is kind of odd because like some of those animals are cool, but some of them are just like I feel like I've heard so much about them.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of all over the place with mine. Geographically, I think.
Me too. I also like my top 3 are not house pets. I don't know if yours are. Because a lot of people really like house pets. I don't know. House pets are on mine, but they're not.
Yeah, I have house pets on mine, but my top 3 is not all house pets.
Okay, cool.
It's gonna be really embarrassing if we don't have cats at number 1 because they're right here.
Oh,
Hello, cats.
I do not have cats at number 1.
No, me neither.
I love cats, but we'll talk about cats when
We'll
get to
there.
it. Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. So zebras, I like them. I was thinking a lot about the one Pokemon, Zebstrika, I think, where it's like an electric zebra.
I would not be able to confirm. I did not play Pokemon.
I was a big Pokemon kid. Zebras are cool.
They are.
Marty from
Yes.
what's the movie?
That is my favorite zebra, Madagascar.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. One of my favorite quotes from all those movies is
Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
there's that, obviously, but then there's also, I think it's from the second one, where it's like, Marty, you're white with black stripes, they're black with white stripes.
Oh,
And like to just like differentiate his friend from all the other zebras. And I always thought that was so sweet.
yeah.
I was like, because they do all look the same. Yeah, like they're all like they've all got the stripes and whatever. But I was like, that's such a nice thing for him to say.
It's just like this animal was so unique that they didn't classify it as a black and white striped horse. This is a zebra.
That's actually true because they are just horses.
Yeah, it's the same. So like crocodile and alligator all over again.
How big are zebras? Because I know horses are like comically large. Like they're way
true.
bigger than anybody ever thinks they are. Like they're huge animals.
Yeah, and
I
then
don't think zebras are.
No, I don't think so either. That might be like there's definitely more scientific reasons why they're not the same as a horse. But
Like why don't we ride them?
Like I don't. That's true. That's probably it was probably a location thing. You know, we didn't have them.
That is kind of true.
So
But like they feel like they'd be such a rideable animal, at least now.
that's a good question. That's why we need one of those people so we can just be like, John, Google, can you ride zebra?
We actually do need someone that sits off to the side and Googles things.
Bean.
Joe Rogan's Jamie.
You, Bean, go Google.
Yeah, Bingus.
Yeah.
Bingus. Google if zebras are rideable.
He just slowly turning like, nah.
I want to ride a zebra, Bingus.
Yeah. Zebras. Zebra. Solid animal.
My number 9 is also an animal that is just a very unique animal. Just like zebras. Mine's platypus. No way you got platypus on your list as well.
I did at one point, but I guess I don't anymore.
Platypus is such a cool animal.
Yeah.
Like a mammal that, first of all, lays eggs. Mammal that lays eggs. That's wild. True. And a mammal that has a bill.
Yeah. He's got to pay that, otherwise they're going to take it like out of his next paycheck.
Yeah, exactly. I get stressed about my bills. I don't know how he doesn't.
Did you ever watch the kid show Spliced? Where it was like a bunch of animals that were like the characters were like they were two animals combined into one. That was all their gimmicks. So there was like a half rhino, half I don't know, something or other.
I probably would have, but again, I didn't grow up with television, right?
That's true. There was one character that was just a platypus, and everyone would be like, not joke, they'd just be like, yeah, and you're like a beaver and a duck. Like, no, I'm a platypus.
That's actually that's a pretty funny. That's a pretty funny bit.
Can you do the Perry the Platypus noise?
Again, never really watched.
But you know his noise, right? His like
not really.
What, the little like growl thing that the platypus like?
I really don't.
That wasn't right at all. It's a lot more in the mouth.
I really don't. Like I don't.
Damn, you don't know Phineas and Ferb?
I know Phineas and Ferb obviously, but I don't really know any of the lore or anything like that. Yeah, it's just it's so wild. I don't know. I think at some point my mother should be tried in court for keeping me out of TV. I'm kidding. I love my mother.
Platypus is a solid pick. You know, it's a unique animal. Funny guy. Fun name to say, platypus.
Yeah. It's a very chill animal and like just one of those like anomalies of the animal kingdom.
Tastes great.
Yeah. What is your number 8? Run your number 8 by me.
My number 8 is a bird that I've always loved. It's a toucan. They're just fun-looking birds, you know.
What a good animal, dude!
Fruit Loops are a good cereal, you know. Like, and
there's also that, yeah, Toucan Sam.
Yeah, they're just fun-looking birds. They got like color, you know, like they're like black and white, but their beak is all nice and colorful. I always like.
Yeah, that's a very cool animal because they do stand out just because they are just a very like monochrome bird until you get to the beak.
Yeah, and I also always liked the green angry bird because he had the toucan beak.
Yeah, he does. I guess he's like kind of like a toucan.
And he was like a boomerang, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Come back.
I do know Angry Birds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
worry.
one that I used to actually in my, I don't know if I should actually expose that I did this, but in like math class between like grade 10 and like grade 11 and 12 and my victory lap, I basically just played Angry Birds in all of my math classes. Like I legitimately, to the point where I was like actually a very good Angry Birds player.
I played Cut the Rope a lot in high school.
Dude, that was such a classic. My friend and I used to.
Do you remember the song? The da 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 da.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Yeah.
I
All
did that
those
a lot.
games
I
had such
almost-
simple songs.
Because I chipped away at it slowly from like grade 9 to like today,
Okay.
which I haven't really played it in a long time. But I've
Yeah.
almost 100% completed the game.
That's insane because some of those levels are pretty hard.
Yeah. Well, you use like the little cheats things for them that you can like earn.
yeah.
Where you're just like, fuck, god damn it, and you just like give up and you just like use the thing that like sucks all the stars to you.
Yes, I would do that shit all the time. I loved games like that. We used to play them on the bus ride to school. My buddy had
Mobile
an
games
iPod.
used to be so good.
He had an iPod Touch, and I remember that being, first of all, the coolest shit that I had ever seen.
That's true.
But we'd alternate playing games on that. Or I had another buddy on a bus that had...
the iPod's pretty much died now with like now that the phone is just like
Yeah.
Like there's
Well, it's like, what was it? Realistically, whatever was the point of it? It was obviously targeted towards children because they were like, it's a
the
phone
for
without having a
kids.
phone.
But there were so many iPods before that that didn't have screens, right? It was just for music. But then they just
that was the iPod Nano.
I want to know what the last iPod was. I guess I haven't thought about that, but yeah, they don't make them anymore because the iPad's still around, the phone's still around. You know, the MacBook,
It would have been the Touch. The iPod Touch.
I guess so.
I really do think so because it was like that was again like more for playing music, which also I don't know. I don't understand parents thinking about that because I also, if I was gonna have my kid have a phone or have something like that, I would rather them have a phone so they can contact
because
me.
I think the like whatever you're worried about your kid doing, like I feel like the only difference between the iPod and the phone is that you can't phone call people. You can still FaceTime people and do everything else. You can get all the social medias and everything. So it's like I'm curious about like what exactly. If you got them an iPod, like what were you worried about them doing that like what, calling people randomly?
It might have just been like a price thing if I think about it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
I never had an iPod or anything like that, but it was just like one of those things that I never
neither.
really got. Because again, like I would love my kid to actually be able to phone me if they needed to, because like that doesn't require data, doesn't require Wi-Fi.
Unless they
can
suck.
Immediately. Yeah.
then don't call me.
Yeah, if my kid sucks, don't phone me.
Yeah, then he won't be able to because I won't buy him a phone if he sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
You're number 8 after my glorious toucan.
I love this one. This one's such a good animal. Again, very diverse animal, very scary animal.
Man,
when you really think about it, because they do a lot of really fucked up shit that people don't know about.
the most dangerous animal, man.
No, I should have put that on my list though. And gotten all,
Number one,
all.
man.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Mankind.
I love man. Orca whales.
That's sick.
Yeah, orca whales are cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. They are really fucked up though. They're like
That's true.
ridiculously. I don't know if you've ever seen them. How they hunt seals. Do you know what they do with seals?
No.
Okay, so they'll swim underneath a seal that's like swimming close to the water, and instead of even killing it to eat it, they'll just kill it to fuck with it. Like they hunt for sport.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they hunt for sport. And so what they do is they...
What are with these killer whales hunt for sport? Dolphins are like wicked smart. Like if people are like,
Well, because orca is a type of dolphin.
Yeah, if there's an animal that's gonna take over,
It's
gonna be the dolphins.
it legitimately will be. So what these orca whales do is they'll swim close to a seal and they'll hit it as hard as they can with their tail
Cheesy.
out of the water.
Really?
Yes. So they'll launch them into the sky. Like legitimately.
That's my seal impression.
It was very good.
Here's my next seal impression. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave.
That's such a good song.
Yeah.
I miss that song actually.
No, so do I.
We used to have a Seal album at home.
Did you know that song? Crazy fact about Kiss from a Rose.
Okay.
Did you know that song was written for I believe it was the Batman movie with Jim Carrey as the Riddler. He wrote that song or no, I'm stupid. I think it was the one with Poison Ivy. So like you know how in like the 80s, 90s they made 4 Batman ones. There was the 2 with Michael Keaton and that had the Jack Nicholson Joker and the Danny DeVito Penguin.
Yeah.
And then there was the Jim Carrey Riddler and the Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face. And then there was the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze and the what's her name? Uma Thurman Poison Ivy.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure Kiss for a Rose was written for that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? A fucking Batman movie soundtrack.
That is kind of
crazy.
crazy.
We have Kiss from a Rose.
It's such a wonderful little like
Incredible karaoke song.
yeah, actually.
Which is an episode I very much want to do. Top 10 karaoke.
Yeah, that's right. I remember I remember the thing that I incorporate that song with is the new Vacation movie. So do you know
With Ed Helms?
Yes. Yes, because he is obsessed with that song in that movie. And he plays it for his kids, which I find is very funny. Also, one of the kids there, what's his name? Oh, is the freckled one. He's honestly one of my favorite actors. I forget what his name is right now, and I usually don't blink on his name. But he's like,
I usually don't blink.
Yeah. He's just such a funny little like child actor. He's not a child actor anymore. He's in his 30s, but he plays a lot of kids still. That movie came out in like 2014, and he was playing a teenager. He was in his 20s, like into his 20s.
That's like Tom Holland.
Well, I know, but his little brother, who's only supposed to be like a few years younger than him, was actually a child actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just this guy looks young. It's kind of funny. He's a wonderful actor though. If I remember his name, I'll say it.
When I think of Kiss from a Rose, I think of the episode of Community where the Dean and Jeff are singing it in karaoke while and then that song becomes like a montage over the other three plots or like all three plots of like what's been going on. That's how they like conclude. It's just with like their karaoke like being the score.
I love when they do that in movies. Yeah. I love when they do that. But yeah, no, orca whales. I think they're really, really cool. I think they're really, really smart. I do think they're really fucked up animals because they do just fuck with people, and they are like very mean.
Can you do a whale noise? That's like a lighthouse or like a foghorn, like a.
Okay, what does a whale sound like?
Hold on, I'll get there.
It's the same thing I did.
Well, no, everyone comments.
I just did it louder. Yeah, I know. I mean,
like, no, that was like my whale started to like react. Yeah, if you have a whale, tell us which one it responded to, and then we'll know whose is better.
I'm telling you, I'm going to be the one that is hated out of this entire show. When as we gain viewers, I will be the one that is slowly just like, can we get him off the show, please? Holy shit.
That's what I've been saying since day one. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
My number 7.
Okay.
Which is 1,000% motivated by people in my life because I never would have had this on here before. But
yes,
I've had a friend expose me to many videos, including capybaras.
Oh.
They're so fun.
Yeah, they really are.
They're so friendly. They like swimming, you know. They're like they make fun little noises. They like hanging out. They are huge risk takers. They'll like mess with alligators and shit.
They're like what a platypus should have been if God didn't fuck up.
That's true. That's true. They're shit disturbers.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like it looks like there was a big man upstairs making a capybara, and then like some jokester just came in and went, put a bill on it, and then sent it down. And he was like, fuck. And he's like, oh.
And make it lay eggs.
Yeah, he was like, I'll finish what I was doing. Like, Yeah, exactly.
Capybaras, they're fun. You know, like if you go on Instagram, search up capybaras, you'll have a good time.
They're ridiculously cute. Yeah. And that's exactly why I picked my number 7 as well.
Is capybara?
No. But it's just because of like pure cuteness factor and just like how they operate and stuff like that. Hedgehogs.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah. Like Sonic?
Yeah. Yeah, no, hedgehogs are just they're so cute.
Yeah. They're just chill, you know. It's just like
that's really all I have to say about them. They're just adorable.
Yeah, no, they're just like nice. They're like the little like it's just a little guy, you know. Like you're just like, yeah, what's up, dude? I wonder how many hedgehogs out there have been named Sonic. Probably a lot. Probably many hedgehogs.
Yeah.
Like how many like 8-year-old boys do you think got a hedgehog for like their birthday or Christmas? Like, I'm gonna name him Sonic.
That many people get hedgehogs though?
Maybe not anymore. I don't know. People like weird pets now. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
I'll see open TikTok and someone will be like, here's my cow that sleeps in my room.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
Like, that would drive me crazy.
Like, you have to wonder
3 in the morning, you're just like,
you have to wonder if that existed like before the age of you have to wonder if that existed before the age of like TikTok and stuff like that. Like if people just had like the ones that always shock me are the people that have pet pigs. I'm like, there's so many people that have pet pigs.
Let's put a pin in that. That might come up later.
Oh.
That might come up later.
Okay, all right. Give me your number 6.
My number 6 is very similar in the vein of I guess I have a type of animal because you know we had the zebra, we had the killer whale, and now I have a panda.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pandas seem sick. If there was one bear that I would like, if I could hug one bear without like my life being threatened, it would be a panda. Because you know the koalas, they have like the chlamydia, so like you don't want to. You don't want to get near them.
The koalas have the claps. You don't want to. Yeah,
exactly.
You don't want to.
Exactly.
Don't get near a koala. What a good marketing campaign for like any kind of contraceptive. Clap back.
Clap back against gonorrhea.
Back. That's so good.
But yeah, pandas, they just seem so sweet. They eat bamboo, you know. They're just like they seem like such fun bears, you know.
They really are. They just have you ever seen the videos of pandas rolling?
Yeah,
Yeah, they roll so easily. I don't know what that's about.
I had polar bears and I swapped them for pandas because I was like, I like these bears better.
Yeah, pandas are. I don't know how dangerous they actually are.
I don't know either, but I don't think
they're
very.
I think they're more dangerous than people think, but I don't.
For sure,
but that's
they're
most
still bears.
Animals. Yeah.
But I think they're one of the less dangerous bears.
I think you're right because polar bears are the most dangerous.
Yes,
like they're.
Poor things. I hate seeing it's so sad when you see the videos and they're like,
oh my god, I know. They we had a property out in Newfoundland when I was growing up, and we'd consistently get news about like polar bears floating into different towns on icebergs, which is like so horrible.
Damn.
Like I don't know if there's really any other animal out there where it's like obviously there's like stuff that lives in forests. And stuff
There are
like that,
there are no other
forests.
animals out there. There are none.
Yeah, there's just none.
Zero.
But I don't know if there's any other animal out there because like I'm obviously like forests. Like people cut those down and like so obviously like animals lose their home through that. But there's no home where it's like, it's indirect human intervention. So it's like the animal doesn't even know what's going on.
It's just the.
It's just all of this.
I never even thought about that.
All of a sudden, like they just shit just breaks apart, and they're like,
I've never once thought about that. Yeah, that the polar bear has no fucking clue what's going on. Just his home is just erasing.
Yeah, it's just slowly being devoured, and they don't know what is devouring it. Whereas, like at least with animals that live in the forest or anything like that, they see that what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, but like they don't have anything to.
Excuse. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, go cut down a tree. It's a lot of fun.
But yeah, panda bears. They just seem cool. I sat there and I was just like, I would love to hug a panda. You know, just walk up and just
they
like,
do
tell me it's
look
gonna be okay.
like they could do a good hug. They look like the most huggable bear.
Oh,
at least.
for sure, for sure.
My number 6 here, and again, people might not like that it's number 6 is dogs.
Really?
Yeah, dogs are not that high up on the list for me. I don't really understand the hype behind dogs. Don't get me wrong. I like a cute dog. I like dogs. But their breath stinks. They're kind of annoying sometimes.
Cats, your breath stinks,
but they also don't breathe right in your face all the time. Like a dog, when it's happy, pants. So it... Happy pants.
The dog, when it's happy, turns into pants. It's terrifying. You ever you ever leave the house and your pants turn back into your dog? Ah!
Oh shit!
Stop him! He's got my pants.
But like they pant, and so they breathe right in your face. And the only thing a dog wants to do when it's happy is look at you. So it just breathes right in your face. So it's like I don't dislike dogs, and don't get me wrong, but I also grew up around a lot of them.
Bean stood up because he's like, finally, something I can get behind is dog hate.
Yeah, do you like dogs? I'm gonna take that as a no.
Terrible guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least Kermit said something.
Yeah, exactly. It might have been completely out of pocket. And
Kermit said a lot of things we had to cut, and that's why he's not in the episode.
Yeah, we recorded a full episode with Kermit, and we were like, I don't know.
Maybe not.
His producers weren't happy because we weren't allowed to release it. And somehow his producers are on board with what he says.
Release the Kermit cut!
That's insane, yeah.
Oh, bye, Bean.
Oh, there's no way Bingus is leaving.
He's going to go scratch the
He's going to scratch the post. Maybe he'll come back afterwards.
Here's my thing about dogs, right? I know people out there, they're like, I'm a dog person, I'm a cat person. I know we actively had 2 cats on the couch.
Yeah.
I consider myself both.
Yes.
I think... like overall, I'm a dog person overall, but I love both.
Yeah.
And the thing is I think they're like dogs and cats are compared all the time, but honestly, I just think they're 2 very different lifestyle pets. Like one thing I really like about the cats right now is that like they're pretty like self-sufficient, you know, like you need to pour their food, but you don't need to take them for walks. Like they just live like, you know, you hang out with. That is what
I like about cats.
Yeah, they'll come hang out with you when they want to hang out with you, and you'll hang out with them when you want to hang out with them, and like
it's such a good apartment animal.
They're
like
very chill.
Like
or especially if you're busy. If you're very busy, it's good to have a cat because like the dog just needs a lot more.
Yeah, like that's the thing. You guys are 19 and you can afford to have 2 cats. Because they're not high maintenance. You live in an apartment in the city, and there's no issue.
Yeah. So like,
chilling out.
But like when I'm older, and if I'm in like a house and I'm working less, like that's when I would want a dog. Like when you're a kid, or when you're like in like a stable part of your life. I feel like that's when you would want a dog. But cats, it's just like
I like small dogs better.
Really?
Well, because if there's a big dog that thinks he's a lap dog,
I don't like.
It's like
or at least I wouldn't want to own one.
I've had a lot of dogs. I actually, fun fact, I've been bit on the ass by a dog. What a hilarious story, but we won't get into that today. There's something about them, and again, I do think it has to do with the fact that I grew up with so many. My dad had a kennel/dog boarding business when I was in my like early to mid-teen years. So it was like there was a lot of that where I was just like, okay, this is old now. Like anytime I would go to my dad's place, there's like 30 dogs there all the time, and I'm like, this is getting old. They had cats there too, but I liked the cats more. I just did. So cats, spoiler alert, is a little bit higher up on my list.
I will say I do have both dogs and cats on my list.
Okay.
And we will get to them.
Yeah, because we're on your number 5 now.
My number 5 is another bird, and this is not the last bird.
Okay.
Which is it's interesting though, because like I'm like there's two. Okay, there's one animal that I'm less scared of it now, but I always say that now I'm just like I don't like this.
Okay.
And this is not my number 1. I don't like rabbits. They freak me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't
like the teeth?
It was so actually what did it was I was at my friend's house. They had a VR headset, and they were like, you're gonna play these like horror games. We're gonna see how you react. And like the family was there. It was like it was a good time. And so I did one of the horror ones. I've always been pretty okay with horror. And then they put on this one that was like you were eye level with rabbits, and the joke they were trying to like get me where I kept like they thought I was gonna sit there and be like, okay, when's the scare? Like I was gonna be tense the whole time, waiting for the scare that was never coming. What it actually did was just made me freak out about rabbits because I was just like I didn't like being eye level with them, and they were just so like, and so I bring that up because I also
like they were like you were smaller, kind of thing.
Yeah,
wow,
and it kind of freaked me out, especially because they were all like white rabbits with red eyes. And I didn't like that.
Oh, like albino rabbits.
Yeah, and then so I bring that up because I don't like most birds either. They also kind of, not really, but kind of freak me out. But especially pigeons, because the pigeons, especially here.
I know that. That is a fact that I do know about you. Yeah,
you cannot trust them.
That is actually one of my favorite facts that I know about you is that you were like are horribly.
I would actually say like scared of pigeons.
Afraid of pigeons, yeah.
And I've seen a pigeon fly into someone's head on like in the street, and it was crazy.
They're so funny. I almost put them on my list actually.
So my number 5 is a bird that I do love. Beautiful bird, incredible bird. It's a flamingo.
I kind of figured once you said toucan that you would have flamingo somewhere. Yeah. And I think that does need to go on the list.
Just a great
it is just such
bird.
a good bird.
Tastes great. I'm kidding. I just wanted to keep saying that. Like my plan was, I was like, I'm going to say tastes great for every animal, and then I remembered for platypus, and then forgot. But like they just look cool, you know, and like they have that like stance, you know. It's like very iconic bird. And also, how many pink animals are there out there? Pigs, flamingos.
Yeah, and I would kind of argue that pigs are just kind of pastel-y too. They're not like you know what I mean?
That sounds like a guy who owns a deli.
Pastelli.
It's Pastelli.
Hey, it's Pastelli. Actually, I've got a friend named Pasquale.
That's close.
Yeah, it is pretty close. If you could guess, he's Italian.
Flamingos. You know, just like I don't feel like I really have to justify this one that much. They just look great. Like I feel like if I could have a flamingo, that'd be cool.
You would, yeah. Number 5, I also have a bird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's my only bird on the list. It is a flightless bird. Penguins. I fuck with penguins heavy.
Penguins are still on my list. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I have 4 more left, and I'll tell you that one of them is penguins.
Penguins are sick. So penguins, just kind of cool. I'm not gonna go on a big long tangent about penguins because there's not much to say about them. They're just kind of cute.
No, they just they waddle. You know, they have their little walk. They look cool.
And there's so many different kinds of them, and I like the sense of community that they have.
My favorite Pokemon is based on a penguin. He's Empoleon. You should Google him if you don't know Pokemon.
Okay.
He is an emperor penguin. His beak goes up over his face into a trident. And
that's kind of sick.
Yeah, and he's an emperor penguin, and he's kind of like his look is kind of based on I think Napoleon, which is kind of where the name comes from. Like he's got because like part of his look is like he's got like that like scarfy. But I don't know, just penguins I've always thought have been so cool.
Yeah, penguins are ridiculodon't know. I like them, and again, I like the sense of community they have.
They're so like I don't know.
They stick with each other.
You know, just like it's I don't know how to explain it, but it's a similar thing with hedgehogs, where it's just like it's an animal that exudes just like charm.
Yeah.
I wanna hang out with you. I would love if I could have a conversation with a penguin.
Actually, me too.
What's life like for you? What do you think? Have you seen Happy Feet?
It's been a long time.
That's the question I'd ask the penguin.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
it's been a minute. Recently, I watched Oppenheimer.
Okay.
My number 4.
Give me your 4. Yeah.
I will say my number 4 is cats. I put them in the top 5.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, my number 4 is cats as well.
Yeah, we talked about cats. I'm like, why
Hey,
we
you
love
hear that?
cats.
You hear that,
That's
buddy?
you, number 4.
Yeah.
4th best animal of all time according to us individually. We'll see where you end up though.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've just, especially like, I didn't grow up with pets.
Yeah.
My cousins have lived back home with us for a bit.
Yep.
And they had a cat. And may she rest in peace. And so she was always super sweet. And then these cats, I've been living with them for like, there's like a 3rd month now. Especially this guy. He's so friendly, and he
really is. I'm really liking him actually.
He's such a sweet boy, and I've enjoyed cats like a lot more since. Where it's just like I see the appeal. But the reason I put, and I'll say this, my next one is dogs, because we already talked about dogs.
Your number 3 is dogs.
My number 3 is dogs.
That's we can go right through to that because honestly we've talked about cats and dogs here for a bit. So
I was just my big thing that I wanted to bring up about that is like I feel like it's much easier to come across a bad cat than a bad dog, and a bad cat can be bad.
Do tend to be angry,
can be violent, and can like cats might break stuff more. Where it's like I feel like you're like it's I feel like not hard but harder to find sweet cats.
Yeah, there's some cats that you just can't pet.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
You can't even like. And it's like, at what point? Why do you have the pet? If if it's just like also existing in your
let
house.
it out on the street, it'll do way better than right now. Half the street cats are nicer than some people's cats.
Yeah,
I don't know. You see, some street cats are very, very kind.
So that I am, and I do think I like dogs a little bit better, but I wouldn't say I'm a dog person over a cat person. I think they both have their appeal.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think just as a kid, I was a dog person, so it's just like I can't really like I love Scooby Doo, and Scooby's a dog, so I can't disrespect dogs like that. I was Shaggy for Halloween now 2 years in a row, which was not
That's
planned.
right. Yeah.
But I've now been him twice. Seen him.
So my number 3. This is what I was talking about with your number 10. My number 3 is tortoises.
Oh, sick.
I like tortoises. I don't know.
Old as shit.
Yeah.
Like, aren't they dinosaur era?
Really cool. So
there's a turtle that's like.
So yeah, they changed the life expectancy, or like what the average life expectancy is, and like the scientific.
Community.
They change what the life expectancy is for a tortoise all the time, because they're consistently finding new tortoises that are like, oh shit, this one's 300. Like it's ridiculous.
Snapping turtles are scary. I've seen them because like they move so slow, and then they're just like
they're really
lunge.
I don't like them, but I like tortoises.
Yeah, they've I see the appeal. They're some big boys, you know. And
they just seem like wise. Master Oogway.
That's true. They do seem wise. They carry a wisdom because they've seen the world change.
Well, that's the wildest thing. Imagine being a tortoise that's over 100 years old. So 100 years ago,
1924.
Yes, the
crazy.
Great Depression hadn't even happened yet. That started in 1929.
Yeah, that's the Second World War hadn't happened.
No, First World War had just ended. Really.
Yep. Pre-depression.
Yeah, and like realistically, if you've got a turtle that's 130, they've seen the 1800s.
Yeah,
and that's like a pretty normal age for a tortoise.
It's crazy.
They're insane.
Same with parrots. Live for a while. I don't have parrots on my list because I thought about it for a bit because it's like also I think I swapped it out for toucan because like parrots they look cool, but like and it's cool that they can talk, but I feel like it get annoying. Like I wouldn't, and they live forever. I
remember seeing this one video. And I think it's important to make this distinction, especially for the viewers, the difference between turtles and tortoises. Turtles can swim. Tortoises cannot. Because I remember seeing this one video where they're like, oh, tortoise, or it's a turtle, it's crossing the road, let's go help it. So they bring it back. You're always supposed to bring it to where it's going. They bring it across the road, and then they put it in a river or like a little creek.
Oh.
And everybody in the comment section was like, that was a fucking tortoise. And you assholes. It can't swim. You just killed a tortoise.
Oh shit!
So I remember seeing that and being like, okay.
Well, Mario does it all the time, and people love it.
I feel like that's I was like, I feel like that's a distinction more people need to know.
Yeah.
When they're bringing it over, so I was like, I figured I would make that
cancel them, but it makes sense because
No.
they're bigger than turtles, aren't they?
Way big. I don't know if you've ever seen like there's
They're
tortoises
like,
that are
yeah.
like the size of this coffee table.
Yeah. Oh shit, really?
Yeah, like they're huge. Like a giant tortoise is that's probably why they live so long.
And hey, the tortoise, he beat the hare.
yeah. Much smarter.
So my number 2 is penguins.
Cool.
I love penguins.
Cool.
We've already kind of touched on a lot of it, but like I'd love to have a conversation with a penguin.
I'm glad you fuck with
so
penguins.
cool.
Your number 1 is pigs, isn't it?
My number 1 is pigs.
Okay.
My number 1 is pigs. My favorite animal of all time is pigs.
That's insane.
I love pigs. I would love to have I know there's some gross like pigs out there. I'm not thinking like a gross like barn.
No, I know what you're talking
I'm
about.
thinking like you like clean them up just like a smaller pig. Like a piglet, maybe?
Yeah.
I think it's so cool. I love pigs.
Piglet was actually my favorite Winnie the Pooh character.
Really?
Yeah, I liked him. Yeah.
That was a shot in the dark.
I love
that. Sounded
Piglet.
more like. Wait, that might have been Pooh instead.
That
of
did
Piglet.
sound a lot more like Pooh, but that's fine.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is how Winnie the Pooh sounds. And then Piglet's just
Piglet
like,
stuttered.
yeah.
He was very
and
insecure.
he was no, that wasn't it. I can't do him.
That's okay.
That's
No pressure.
That. I pride myself on vocal range. That's one of my. I think I can do a good Elmo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have seen your Elmo. It is actually very good.
Elmo.
Yeah. You have a very good Elmo. I don't know how you do that one because Elmo is one that I
Elmo speaks
feel like-
broken English on kids program. Yay!
Yeah.
That's a Family Guy bit. I didn't make that up. But
that is actually a very good bit. I didn't think about that, but that is kind of horrible to do to kids. Maybe Elmo is the problem.
Yeah,
maybe that's
maybe.
why all kids are
Did
so
you know Big Bird was
fucking
supposed to be
annoying.
on the Challenger? They wanted to put Big Bird, the Muppet, on the Challenger, the rocket ship, to show that space travel was safe. I don't know if you're familiar with the Challenger. That shit fucking exploded.
Yeah.
So can you imagine the timeline where Big Bird exploded on the Challenger?
You heard it here, folks. Big Bird exploding on the Challenger is canon.
Yes, in Rankings lore.
Yeah.
It'll be in the movie.
Yeah,
Rankings
exactly.
movie.
Or the Rankings movie releasing
Yeah.
2027.
Yep.
We have a call time for 2025.
This summer. And
20
it won't come out.
I said that like 2025 is far away, but it's 9 months away.
Black Ops 2 takes place in 2025. That's the next year. It's
I remember,
crazy.
do you remember in 2015 when everybody was like, "Oh my
Back to
god,
the
it's
Future.
Back to the Future
Yeah.
Day"? Yeah,
That's the year
that
they
was
came.
insane. That was grade 7 for me.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I love pigs. I love them.
Okay, so my number, I guess 1 and 2 there now. So I'll give you my number 2 first, obviously.
Bye, Goober.
Bye.
Thanks for
It was
coming.
fun having you.
Yep. Normally,
Thanks for saying
guests,
so much.
Yeah, normally guests talk and stay for the whole podcast.
Oh,
or
he's
whatever.
just gonna sit on the
over
floor.
there. Okay.
Yeah. He just doesn't want to be on camera
Yeah.
anymore. Does this mean I can move further away from you again?
Yeah. Why would you want to do that?
So my number 2 is gorillas.
That's sick.
I like gorillas.
gorilla to spin up.
Yeah, orangutan banging. No, I like gorillas a lot.
Donkey Kong was like my favorite Mario character for a little bit as a kid.
I like waffled between like chimps and gorillas because chimps are also cool, but gorillas are kind of like, I feel like gorillas are more like humans than chimps are. Just because I don't know, gorillas are kind of cool. And I remember when I was younger,
King Kong, you know.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger hearing about Jane Goodall and how she got like accepted into like a gorilla's tribe. And I always thought that would be so fucking cool.
Have you seen like
There's,
the
like,
gorilla that they taught to?
It's like sign language, right?
Yeah,
Like Coco? I think it was her name. Coco the
They've
gorilla.
taught a lot of gorillas a lot of stuff. I think I saw a video where they taught, if it wasn't gorillas, it was monkeys. Like they way simplified
That
it,
one-
but they taught them Minecraft and they had them kill the Ender Dragon.
That's so funny.
Yeah, like it was way more simplified where it was just like it would be, I think it was like that they I think they could move.
Okay.
It was like auto walking. I think they could turn, and then it would be like a thing on the screen would appear. Like when the dragon was in front, it would be like a button would pop up to click this sword. They even had it like where if you were if they got hit in the air, a button would appear to like do the water bucket clutch.
Really?
So like they taught monkeys to kill it was crazy. Like the things that you know,
They're really smart.
that's a solid pick. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
There's a lot of people that have been accepted into like gorillas tribes. I remember reading about it how like basically what people had to do is you had to sit there and you had to sit still and you had to let all of these big gorillas basically like sniff you, look you out, and then they would just be like, okay. And then they would chill with you, and then you could actually like move around with them
Violent
and
as
chill.
shit though. You see the lady who had her face like ripped off by a monkey?
Well, that's the thing. Like they're very, very violent, which makes sense on why humans are so violent too, because we are just like very, very similar. I saw a picture recently of, it was I don't know what kind of ape it was. It was a big ape, of one of the big apes.
Grape ape?
And it was born without it was born without pigmentation in one of its hands. And then they took photos of like its hands, and they were very, very similar to human hands.
Really?
And you could tell how similar they were. And it was so ridiculous. It was mind-boggling.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't put any form of like monkey, gorilla, ape on my list. Now that I think about it, that should have been on there.
Yeah, they're just cool. I kind of went by like smarts and stuff like that, and just like how much I like the animals, and that's why my number one is dolphins. I think dolphins are so cool. They're
cool, but they're scary. They're like not like scary where I'd be like dolphin, but like just like
they fuck with humans. That's why I like them, and that's why orcas are further down, because orcas don't necessarily fuck with humans.
The dolphins
do. Dolphins. There's been like tons of instances where like dolphins are saving people. Like a pack of dolphins can kill a great white shark.
Can you do a dolphin?
I'm not even gonna try. I know I can't.
I feel like it's like what? It's like a high pitch, and then if I just like hit my neck, I feel like I could do it.
Yeah, you could do it.
Nope. I gotta get up there. Nope. That sounds like SpongeBob.
He got the SpongeBob laugh.
Yeah, exactly. SpongeBob
You
is my
learned
favorite
something
animal.
from it. There you go. SpongeBob's my
Dolphins?
No, dolphins are so cool. They're so smart. They have like full civilizations basically under the water. It's people do not realize how smart dolphins are.
Yeah,
They're
they found
so
Atlantis.
smart. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Thought
they
we lost
founded
for centuries.
Atlantis.
Yeah. Plus, they got blowholes.
Okay.
So they must do so much coke.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's literally named blowhole.
They've got something that is perfectly designed for doing coke.
Yeah, it's named after it.
Imagine being upside down and doing cocaine. That's insane.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can only do it right side up. That's what
I can only do Pepsi.
a great yeah. What a great list.
Yeah, no,
for
this
both of
is
us.
gonna be difficult. Why'd I grab a pencil? That's useless.
Yeah, we need markers.
You can grab yours. It's too far.
Okay, that's okay. That's all
This is
right.
gonna be
What
difficult.
do we? Oh, we aced it on time this time. We're sitting at only 47 minutes right now.
Really?
Yeah, no,
Quicker one.
This was a quicker one. Indeed, I feel like we just had less to talk about.
I think we had less to say about the animals, especially like the back half. I finally actually started having things to say from like Flamingo and on.
Well, it's when you get into like the house pets and stuff like that.
That's true. That's true.
Which means we can take a little bit more of our time with the actual
list.
rating of the.
So number 10.
Yeah.
I feel like again for the sake of just, do we lump like turtles together and have like
I'm gonna-
tortoise and sea turtle be
Look
like
at that. How much
collective?
easier is that? Jesus.
Do we-
Fourth episode. I've never thought of that. Really. Okay.
I've never thought of many things, like completely erasing this. Do we want to clump like sea turtle and tortoise together under just the banner of turtle?
I'm good with that. Absolutely. Because
Okay.
that makes that whenever we can clump things together, it always makes it
Just
easier.
like yeah, and like to me that makes sense. You know,
Yes.
like I know we talked about how a tortoise and a turtle are
Yes.
different, but it's like the same as like an alligator and a crocodile.
They're of the T family.
But like I feel like yeah, it just makes it for a more interesting list. Like, can you imagine if we had like sea turtle and then like also tortoise? It's just like
Yeah.
that we should put a completely different animal in.
Yeah,
where we
exactly.
can.
It's the T family. You know, you've got tortoises, your turtles, and you've got Mr. T.
I don't.
And it's all in the same family.
I honestly I don't know how we start this. I'm also gonna move this red marker away from the white wall.
let's break it down like we usually. Let's just start from 10 instead.
Yeah. I have sea
unlike last
turtle.
episode. And so sea turtle was yours. Mine was chipmunks. Do you want chipmunks on there? That's the question. Because if you want chipmunks on there, then we should throw that on 10 anyways, because we know that we're gonna lump these two together.
We've done this a lot. Well, we've been around the block. So my thing is, what I feel like will happen is like I'm cool with chipmunks being on the list. I'm cool with them being number 10.
Yep.
I feel like they will just inevitably get pushed off because you have a lot of really good animals on there, and I think I also have a lot of really good animals that are probably going to get on here.
So should we
that
save
outrank
ourselves the
chipmunks.
trouble and just move to 9?
And just not put because I don't think chipmunk's going to make the final list.
I don't think it will either.
So I think we do. We just move on to 9. I have zebra.
Platypus.
I put zebra at 10.
Yeah. I fuck with that. I think
feel
that's
a pretty solid number 10.
Yeah, I think so.
And
Because I also don't think platypus is going to make the list in the long run either.
I
Again,
don't think so either,
cool
but
animal,
it can. It
but
can.
Like, it could.
I'm not
It's got more
against it,
potential
but
than
yeah,
chipmunk for sure.
That's true. My number 8 was toucan.
And I've got orca whale.
Those are pretty similar. I'm okay with
I know that
foregoing
dolphins going to
toucan.
get up there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And like again, dolphins you can technically lump into orca whales. They're both dolphins. They're both kinds of dolphins.
Yeah, I could forego toucan
Yeah.
As long as we do keep Flamingo.
Yeah, Flamingo needs to be on there. I think that's a good compromise.
Yeah.
Flamingo definitely needs. Yeah, so let's go 9. Let's go with Orca. Yeah,
I do think Orca is different from. I think that's how Orca is spelled.
Yep.
I do think it's different from a dolphin though.
They definitely are. Yeah.
Like those aren't as easy to lump together.
No.
Like I wouldn't lump zebra and horse together.
No.
But tortoise and turtle, like I don't think
it's the same thing as like a beluga whale is also a type of dolphin, and like you would not lump that under dolphins.
Baby
really.
beluga in the sea. My 7 was capybara.
Hedgehogs.
I do think I lean more capybara. I
Yeah.
think they both are kind of given the same vibe, but I think capybara.
Well, that's the thing. We both picked them for the same reason, and I'm good with capybara going on there.
I think that's
hedgehogs
a solid
is
8.
not a must for me as well. Especially because I know penguins is coming up, and that one I know we need on there.
I think your front half of the list is very strong.
Yeah, I'm pretty. That's why I think I'm because I know that gorillas is going to go on there too, most likely, because I know we need an ape of some sort.
This is crazy because I do feel like, and I do think all of these, like my 6 through 1 in some capacity, I think will mostly all get the ones I'm gonna have to fight for in some ways, pigs and pandas, but flamingos will go on there. I feel like cats and dogs will definitely go on here.
Sorry, I just thought of this because I was thinking of gorillas. Did you know that there was like 9 different types of humans at one point?
Yeah, I didn't know that for the longest time, but I did learn that like Neanderthals and Homo sapiens were like different breeds of humans.
Yeah, there was like there was
more.
there was a ton. There was ones from a specific island in like the south near like Australia and stuff like that. They were all like their average height was like maybe 5 feet.
Damn.
Like they were actually just like a shorter version of human. There were humans that were way taller than us. Not by like I shouldn't say way.
Well, I'm like 6'5", so
I shouldn't say way.
You can't tell. We're sitting down.
They were like an average height for them now. I think they were saying would be like 6'8".
Damn.
Which is insane.
Yeah. But also not unachievable.
No, exactly. And then there was just a ton. There was one species of human that lived on Earth for 2 million years.
And then,
which, to put that in perspective, our humans have only been around for like 100,000.
That's crazy. So
like 2 million
we beat
is
them, so
fucking insane.
Let's go Homo sapiens. That's literally everyone out there, because that's I don't know that animals are capable of searching up and watching rankings.
I mean, we have Neanderthal blood.
That's true.
But like that's
true. I also have Scottish blood.
It's like that's probably a lot more Scottish than Neanderthal.
If you could change your fate, would ya?
Is that Braveheart?
I think it's just Brave, the movie.
Oh,
where she's like her.
I haven't watched that in a very, very long time.
No, me neither.
I haven't watched Braveheart or Brave in a very long time.
The only thing I can say in a Scottish accent is Spice Girls, because I was taught how to. Space Ghettos.
Yeah, could you say space?
Space Ghettos.
Yeah.
Space Ghettos.
That's so funny.
And the only thing I can do in an Irish accent is that one State Farm ad of the, oh, you almost had it, you gotta be quicker than that. And I don't know if that's actually good or not, but I think you can tell I'm going for Irish.
Yeah, no, I can. I think that's pretty good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anyways, let's pick up where we were.
Yeah,
so
animal.
We were 6, right?
Yeah, panda.
Dogs.
I think dogs need to go higher.
Okay, that's completely fine because I did expect that to happen. Yeah, pandas.
I think pandas are a great pick.
Pandas definitely good.
And then my number 5 is flamingo.
My number 5 is penguins.
I think penguins got to go higher.
Penguins can definitely go higher. What is your number 4?
Cats.
So that's also that's right. We wrote both cats at number 4. It's higher than 6 though.
I feel like.
Is this where we lump tortoises turtles? Let's do that.
Okay.
Lump tortoises turtles at 6. That feels like a good move.
Turtles. I'm just gonna say.
You can just put
and co.
Turtles and Co. Because that makes me feel better.
That makes sense. And then I feel like we should do cats at 5, dogs at 4, and then that leaves us with, in my humble opinion, the top 3 being some version of gorillas, penguins, pigs.
Okay, cool. Where's dolphins gonna go? That's the thing.
Oh, you're right.
Because dolphins need to hold on. What do we got right now?
You're right. No, dolphins do need to go on here.
What do we got here? Okay, because we can.
I do want to say real quick, I do think it makes sense to do cats at 5, dogs at 4.
Okay, so
because they're great animals, but like we've got some more like, I don't want to say abstract, but more unique and I think like way more fun animals.
Well, we're
from
doing
1, 2, 3.
animals. We're not doing house pets, right? If we were doing house pets, they'd be up.
But dogs and cats
line,
do have to be on the list, I think.
Yeah.
So
let's run cats and then dogs.
I think
with
that will
for
stay
sure.
because they're like right. They're right almost in the top 3, like smack dead in the middle.
I'd like to clarify that I only agreed so easily to have cats above dogs because I know that someone in the comments is going to be mad about that. So I was going to be mad about dogs being before cats.
We don't have.
So
So what's left that we want on here?
shit.
Flamingo, pig, penguins, gorilla, dolphin. That's 5 that we need to get on here.
okay, so is zebra getting erased?
I guess I don't really think we have a choice.
Yeah, so zebra. What's gonna go in zebra's spot? Are we just gonna move everything up, or are we gonna put something in zebra's spot?
We gotta move everything.
We could put something in zebra's spot probably. What else we got left?
that we want on the list.
Yeah.
For me personally, I want to get pigs, flamingos, penguins on there, and then you want
Pigs, flamingos, penguins.
and you want gorilla and dolphin, right?
Gorilla, dolphin. Do you think flamingos could go at 10?
I think flamingos, if it went here, I think it'd go 7.
At 7?
Yeah, I think it's better than.
So you want okay? So
I
yeah,
think it's better
move
than these
so move those 3 up and then go flamingo 7.
But before I move these up and rewrite them, like if we want to have all 5 of those, then we need to get rid of one more
Oh,
between
fuck.
panda, capybara, and orca. That's difficult. I
think unfortunately it might be capybara. Because orcas and pandas seem just too, like.
Yeah.
Or do you want to move? Hold on.
This is
Do you want to move?
difficult.
Oh, God damn it!
I
was gonna say, do you want to move capybara up to 10?
But then we still have to get rid of
Yeah,
one.
exactly. It doesn't fucking change a thing.
I really don't want to get rid of any of these, but I definitely think that that 5 that we just listed need to be on there.
We've hit a wall.
This is crazy.
I thought we were doing so well too. I was like, this is going really
Yeah.
well, and then now we're here.
Like I because I don't want it to be too dominated by my animals. So I was like thinking I feel like orca should go, but I don't.
I mean, it's technically the next to go. That's the thing. But at the same time, I was also like, orcas kind of just like they fill a spot on the list that I feel doesn't get filled.
That's what I feel about capybaras, though.
Really? Because like we were picking those just
I
based
feel
on
like the
cute.
capybara feels like the hedgehog chipmunk role of just like it's not domesticated, but he's just a fun little guy. You know, he causes chaos. He's rambunctious.
When you say fun little guy, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. You don't want to get rid of orca, which is valid. I don't want to get rid of capybara. I guess we get rid of panda.
Get rid of panda?
I don't want to do that, but it seems to be like both of our.
Yeah.
See, like the problem is that the one that I want to keep is the one you want to get rid of, and the one that you want to keep is the one that I want to get rid of, which leaves this as the compromise.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the compromise. You're right. So so pandas are not on the top 10. Pandas are 11. Pandas are 11.
Pandas are 11. That's crazy. I feel bad about that. I do agree that I think capybara should actually be 10.
Okay, cool.
We'll do that capybara.
Yeah, and then
I think we leave orca where it is, and then we do. I think flamingo.
God, so we've still got to put something above turtles and co and flamingo.
Flamingo we said was 7.
7.
I think that makes sense.
What do we
in my
think is
head.
going to go 8?
So what do we have left? Gorillas,
got-
dolphins, pigs, I acknowledge that pigs are not like crazy. They're my personal favorite. I think
Okay.
pigs make sense here,
Okay.
and it's my number 1. So
If that's a compromise you're willing to make, I'm willing to accept it for sure.
So then my opinion.
Hello again, Kat.
Yeah, Bean's back. Hello, Bean. What do you think? What do you think of the list so far? Okay. Well,
He really is silent.
we gave him a shot multiple
Yeah,
times.
at least like my cat back home, if you put something in his face, he'll at least make a little bit of noise.
That's true.
Yeah. No, they are very accepting of anything that is happening.
What do you think for number 3?
Okay,
I
so
have an
we've got-
idea of it, but
we've
I
got
want to hear what you think first.
Dolphins, gorilla, what else we have left?
Penguins.
Dolphins, gorilla,
I
penguins.
have an order in my mind that I think is the right choice, but I want to hear what you say first.
Okay. There's a part of me that's thinking penguins should be 1.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that too. I think that was the one that we both agreed on the highest.
A little suit and
And
ties,
I can
dude.
get so on board with penguins being number 1.
So could I. I could get on board with penguins number 1, dolphins number 2, gorilla number 3.
That was I had those other I had penguin, gorilla, dolphin. That was where I was.
What
at.
was your reasoning for that?
I don't know. Like I know technically dolphins are smarter. I just think gorillas are more interesting, just because they like.
That's enough
They
for
just
me.
have a lot more character about them. Like dolphins, like I don't know. They swim and they're smart, but like gorillas they eat bananas. You know they're swinging on vines. They like we've taught them sign language and stuff. Like,
Yeah, no, that's enough for me 100%.
Yeah?
100%. Yeah.
That's because I was like, I'm thinking this in my head, but I want to see first. I really hope I haven't spelled any of these wrong. Is there 2 L's in gorilla?
There sure is.
Shit. and then it was.
There's also only one R.
All right,
that was why you were thinking of the
long day.
That was why you were thinking of a double letter though. That happens to me all the time too.
And then dolphin.
Yeah,
which I didn't capitalize for some reason.
Nah, it doesn't matter.
I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, I really like that list. Actually,
this is pretty solid.
That came together very nicely.
Looking at this, I don't think people would get that upset over this. This is a pretty solid list.
Yeah,
people will. I will.
Everybody gets upset over everything. Nobody likes what we rate.
So should we? I guess we should. Do we want to go back and forth?
Let's do it. You want me to start at 10 this time?
Sure.
All right. Coming in at number 10 for best animals, we've got capybara.
At number 9, we have the orca whale.
At number 8, we've got pigs.
At number 7, we have the flamingo.
At number 6, we've got turtles and co.
At number 5, we have cats. And well, actually, we don't have cats anymore. They've gone.
They've gone. At number 4, we've got dogs.
Number 3, we have dolphin.
At number 2, we've got gorilla.
And number 1,
we've got penguins.
I'm really pleased with that.
Wow, what a list.
I love actually having penguins, because while I was doing my list, I had an internal conflict, because I was just like, for the longest time, I've said pigs are my favorite animal, but I was sitting there, I was like, maybe it is penguins? I was like, maybe I'll save that conflict and see if I discover that during rankings.
Did you discover that?
So cool. Well, now they're officially the best animal of all time, so it doesn't matter how I actually feel. This is just exactly what
I
what's
don't
factually
like
correct now.
Any other animals.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only these 10.
Pigs do actually taste great though.
Yeah, they do.
Damn.
If you were here for our first episode, wow. Last week's episode, pulled pork sandwich got.
Yes, that's true.
Got number 1.
That was my pitch.
That was your number 1, yeah.
Damn.
This is why
crazy.
He likes pigs so much, is because of the
they
pulled
taste
pork.
incredible.
Yeah, they taste incredible, yeah.
That's true. I guess if I got a pig as a pet, I would have to stop eating. I'd just feel so guilty. If I had a pig as a pet,
I've thought about that. Like if you're a farmer and you eat meat,
but like being a farmer and having pigs would be different than like having a pig as a pet.
Yeah, but I feel like that's mostly the people that have those animals as pets, anyways. Is just like they've got like they've got one pig and they're just like, I really like this one, I'm gonna keep it. I don't know how I would feel about that. I think I would still be able to eat pork, just knowing that they don't know, because they don't.
I don't think while I own the pig I could do it. Maybe not even. I don't know. I've always said that like I will finally go vegan when you make like make it when it's accessible. So the fake meats when it's accessible, and when it's like I'll say like 85% accurate.
Yeah.
Then I'll do it. If you make it, if it's cheaper and accessible, and it's gonna help save the planet, then I'll buy the Beyond Meat patties and have a burger.
Yeah.
But like it can't taste like I'm eating fake burger, and it can't continue to be more expensive.
Yeah, and they are both of those right now.
Yeah. But I feel
that
pretty
being
good
said,
about
they are learning how to grow meat. I don't know if you've seen that.
I've heard about it.
Yeah, that's wild. That's for a completely different even show.
I would like to be known that like I shout out a lot of bits, but I do self-censor, and you said that they're growing meat, and I heard that, and I thought about what I could do with that, and I decided not to.
Good for you, because I don't a lot of the time. When it comes to when it comes to jokes about like
Bean, come back.
I mean, there's obviously stuff.
He specifically looked at me and then went into a different room.
Yeah, he did.
That was spiteful.
Obviously, when it comes to like joking about stuff that you can't joke about, obviously I'm pretty good at censoring myself. But
of course, yeah.
like when it comes to like any kind of sexual innuendo, I can't hold back. I'm a lot like Michael Scott in that regard.
Well, it's just I'm hyper aware that my family, or at least my parents, will probably listen to this, so I'm just like, I need to make sure that like it's a joke I'd be okay saying in front of them.
I've reached a point with like my parents where we've reached like a mutual agreement that I am now my own person as well. I'm just like,
oh, for sure. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about getting in trouble.
Like,
I'm just like, I don't know if I want them to hear me make that joke.
Yeah, like I've thought about that with some stuff, because like especially because I've just been on the internet and doing internet stuff for so long, where it was like in high school, it was like a little bit iffy, because it was like I knew I wasn't getting in trouble, but it was just like you'd get like a look from your parents where it was just like, I didn't like that one, right? Where it was like never what I wanted to do. Now, yeah, exactly. Now I'm just I've reached a point where like I make tons of jokes with my mom like that too, that are just completely out of pocket, just dumb jokes. One of my favorite jokes around the house that my sister picked up as well, and my mom hates that she picked up, is
Come on, he always comes. He's back for the finale of the episode.
That's what she said jokes. So my sister picked up on this as well, and is continuously made those jokes as well because they just it's so funny.
For audio listeners, the cat just like jumped on my lap and started moving the microphone. Well, I guess that's the end of our animal episode. We were the rankings. We ranked a thing.
We did indeed.
I guess the only true way to close out this episode is with song.
Yeah?
There used to be a crane tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains.
I don't know if I know the words past
drug
that.
That's the high, not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large
I don't know
and
about
the
that.
light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. All right, this episode's over.
All right.